Part 6, rocks. Working on the right things. We got the right people. Now we need them working on the right things. The rocks are the right things. They cannot be prioritized, though, without the key results and the goals. Because when we set those key results and those goals, the first thing that comes to mind is, what do I need to do to make sure and be committed that we're going to make those goals and those key results happen? Again, referring to the matrix, it's the right things. The keys here are key results and goals. And from those key results and goals, we get actions and rocks. So actions, rocks, they're the right things to work on. And this is really key. They flow after you set your key results and goals. You set a goal, and the first thing that happens, everybody in the room should be saying, well, to make that goal, we've got to do this, this, and this. They're a high priority item that require focus. You don't want more than 3 to 5 for your company in any given quarter. Again, they can be prioritized based on what are our key results that we're shooting for. Can be managed. Unlike time, we can manage these rocks. We can say no to a lot of things and yes to a few things that we can then manage instead of trying to manage time. They can be assigned accountability, so we can give one person the accountability for that individual rock. They can bring resources together to get it done, but they're to report on it and ensure that it gets done in the time allotted. And they go into the bowl first. When we talk about our week and we're looking at rocks and pebbles, we get the rocks in the bowl first. We block time during the week to focus uninterrupted on those rocks. That's the only way to ensure they get done. They can't be fitted in. They need to be blocked and scheduled. So what is a rock? It's 3 to 5 essential projects or tasks to achieve our key results and goals. They'll take more than a couple of weeks, but less than 90 days. Sometimes they can go over 90 days, but at least most of them should be finished within 90 days. One owner, as I said, many can help, must be scheduled in the bowl each week with block time. And if you're too busy working on your day job, you're working below the line. You're trying to fit it in. You're a victim of all the things around you, like I didn't have enough time, it's not my job, schedule's too tight, I need more resources, it's my boss's fault, whatever it is, competition beat us to the punch. These are all victim thinking. These are all the things about, why I can't do it, rather than what else can I do to make sure I get this rock accomplished. Stephen Covey many years ago put this together when he was talking about time management and rocks and other things, but it was really not important, urgent, and not urgent. Quadrant 1 has activities like crisis management, pressing problems, deadline driven. The results are stress, burned out, crisis management, always putting out fires. This is the urgent but important. Down in quadrant 4 we have the not urgent, not important, the trivia, the busy work, the pebbles, some emails, personal social media, some phone calls, time wasters, pleasant activities. It's total irresponsibility. People get fired from their jobs working in that quadrant, and it's dependent on others or institutions for the basics. As far as not important and urgent, quad 3 a lot of people find themselves in, and that's where it's not important, but it's urgent. These are interruptions. Some people coming and asking questions, some people calling it, some emails that we get, some reports that are being created that are waste. It's really a lot of things that are waste within our organizations. Pressing matters. The results are short-term focus, crisis management, reputation of a chameleon character. You're running all over the place from one fire to another. You see goals and plans as worthless. You don't need them. I just need to put my head down, put that one foot in front of the other, and walk as straight a line as I can. Feel victimized, out of control, shallow or broken relationships. So this is the not important, but they seem urgent. And these are the pebbles. These are the time wasters. This is working below the line. Where we want to work is up in the non-urgent and not important. We want to spend as much of our time up there as we can. We can't get away from quad 1 entirely, but we can get away from quad 3 and quad 4, And we must spend more of our time in quad 2, which is prevention, capability improvement, relationship building, recognizing new opportunities, planning and recreation. Vision, perspective, balance, discipline, control, few crises, working on rocks that are going to keep quad 3 and quad 4 things down to a minimum and quad 1 down to a minimum. Next steps, well, we have our key results and our goals set. So now we need to sit down and define and prioritize what are the 3 to 5 major projects, rocks, waste cutting, anything you want to call them, but actions that we're going to take to ensure that we're going to meet those key results and goals this quarter or this year. Get agreement on the accountable person for each one, and then have them block time in their week to focus on the rock. Sit down with them and help them pick an hour here and an hour there during their week in which you're going to empower them to take and stop everything they're doing and focus on these rocks for an hour. That's a commitment they've got to make. They got to make a commitment to that appointment, just like it is with anyone else that they made commitments to with appointments.